Hey, what's going on, internet? Josh Noel from SonduckOne. So thank you for clicking on this video, and in this gameplay we are playing Team Deathmatch on Hunted, and the final result of this video is a 38-2 gameplay. And I started the game off with the KN-44 with quick draw and a grip, and I like to jump up on this little, I don't know what that's called, but I like jumping up there just really quick to see what enemies I can pick off. And then if there's a lot of enemies, I always jump down. But anyway, and one thing I like to do is, flank on this map, especially when I have an assault rifle. If I have an SMG, I usually go inside the house, but since I have an assault rifle, I like doing a deep flank like I am now and picking up a few enemies, and that is the power of the flank. I was able to pick up 2 kills flanking onto their side of the spawn. And right here, I'm not going to go ahead and cross the bridge because I know they're spawning on the other side, and I didn't want to face anyone head on, because usually that'll end up in a 50-50 chance. And usually when I start a game, I don't necessarily want a 50-50, or at least when I pick up a few kills off the start of the game, I don't want a 50-50 chance, so I don't rush head on. And I knew there were some people to the left before I went to this stairway here, but my friend Seamanier was able to pick up the 2 kills so I could watch the little hut over here. And I got stunned and picked up 2 kills. The power of the drop shot, something people don't usually do anymore, but it's always powerful. And if you're stunned or whatever, you should get down and prone sometimes. And once again, here I am jumping up at the top, just kind of quickly seeing what what's going on. And oh, I just hit my mic there, but basically, I'm not really going in the house. I'm working my way there, and went underwater. And I think I was gonna plan on going inside the house with the water route, but I'll take it slow, because I wasn't sure how many people were there, so I'm taking it nice and slow. And luckily, I picked up the Vesper, and that's gonna give me a ton of confidence to take control of this house, because the fire rate on this gun is insane and it's awesome at close range combat, like pretty much anything you'll face inside this house. So this might be the best gun in the game for this house, at least in my opinion, or one of the best guns, shall I say. And right now, I know I'm on a streak here. I'm working on my Wraith, and one thing I'm doing is I'm not forcing anything. I'm kind of staying back a little bit. And what I realized is that games that I play very well on, like this one, when I get like a double-digit KDR, I usually have I'm usually like staying back a little bit. I'm not rushing the enemy directly. And I'm making smart decisions. I'm observing the map. I'm listening out to what the enemies are doing, and as you can see, I was able to pick that kill up in the house because I heard him running. But and I don't have a turtle beach, by the way. But anyway, making smart decisions, not rushing completely. How I get a kill and sometimes run back, and then here I let my friend Seamanier go first, so he could take the bullets. He's probably gonna watch this video and call me out on that, but anyway, I'm back in the house with the Vesper, and I'm just I just hit the combat focus, and I'm just really close to getting my score streaks. So I mean, with the Vesper, you have the utmost advantage. But anyway, back to the staying back part. Usually in games where my average games where I hit like a 2 to maybe 4 kill death ratio game, I usually end up rushing a lot more than I should, and that usually ends up in my death. And so that's why I don't always get double-digit KDR games, but when I do, it's usually because I know when to run away, when to hold it down a position for a little bit, kind of stay back and observe what's going on. And that's usually what I did in this game. I'm 11-0 at this start here, and I'm just continuing to flank the map a little bit. And I notice some enemies are spawning over here, and I don't want to rush out there because anytime I'm flawless, I don't want to risk anything. And basically just trying to stay back, get a kill, and run back to another location. And I was able to switch to the Vesper because I knew that there could have been a guy in there, so I switched to the Vesper because I had a high rate of fire, and I knew I would have the advantage if I would switch to the Vesper. And now I have the wraps and the XR2, which is a gun that I am not good at. Using XR2, I'm usually pretty bad. I was able to pick up a double kill though, but I gotta have a rule where if I see an XR2, and I need to pick it up, I'll pick it up, and then I need to swap it out with something else. And right now, basically the the enemy has a counter UAV, and wraps are all over the place, and there's only 4 people on the other team right now, and that I don't want to really rush anything because I don't want to be, I'll be putting myself out of position because I don't know where anyone's at. We have wraps all over the place and I can't see the UAV. So right now I'm trying not to die. I'm just staying put, taking a break, if you will. Just making sure, I can't get snuck up on. And then once the UAV went away, the counter UAV went away, as you see, I just left the house. I kind of took it slow because I just didn't want to force anything. And, we are up by like 20 points at this, time of the game. And if you're up by 20 points, more than halfway through the time of the game, usually going to have a very good chance of just winning the game without a problem. So, I'm not going to try to force anything. I let that guy, go, the guy who just killed my teammate there because, I thought he had the advantage. And, if he's just staying in the back of the map, as long as we leave him alone, he won't be doing anything, he won't be getting score streaks or whatever. And my team is not necessarily going back there, so, I left him alone, and I went back to the house with the Vesper. And, once again, I'm working on my score streaks once again. And this is basically where I died because I switched to the XR2. And, yeah, I got shotgunned. So I was basically double teamed, and the XR2 is just not my type of gun. And, you should, the point of this is that you should probably know which guns you're not good with and, not to use them. I should have set the Vesper, but I may have been out of bullets. And, that's why I basically died, because I just had the wrong gun. And, obviously a shotgun, close range, double teamed. What else can you do about it, So, once again, the wraps, the game is once again just over. It's not, we just annihilated them. And I just, I usually need to start paying attention to when the game's over, don't force anything and you won't die too much towards the end. And I took my second death because I was, rushing too much. I wasn't sure how many people were in there in that little room in the house. And, I wanted some kills. I got a little bit greedy and I died for it. And I probably didn't need to do anything. I could have stayed back, but, I just know this room now was clear, so, and I know, I was able to pick up a few kills from this room, so that's why I went back, and, I was able to pick up one kill across the map. So, I mean, you just got to know when to stay back and just let the game be over. I could have went 38-1. I guess there's only one legitimate death in this game. The other one was really just out of, stupidity. But, honestly, it was still a good game, 38-2. I don't need to complain about it. And I hope you guys can maybe take a few things away from this video. Please let me know if these videos are not helpful, because this is kind of how I do my videos. But anyway, guys, if you do enjoy the video, please drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously. And you know what, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you soon.